I mean,
So
I feel for the guys that, in the northwestern corner of Illinois and the guys in Wisconsin. I do feel for them because I know it's real to them. They get up and there's, it's and I'll tell you, a friend of ours asked us, or he said, in Illinois they had CWD was in 3 counties, and then sharpshooters came out, or they tried to, eradicate the deer herd and killed like 2,200 deer, and now it's in 13 or 14 counties. And that's another one. That's a tough question to answer. He said if eradicating them works, if their solution works, how is it spreading?
yeah, so there's a couple points to that. Timing is everything, and so for example, let's say you find CWD, and then you say we need to go in and wipe out a bunch of deer, but you don't realize before you went that it was already further spread than what you knew. Then at that point, it's kind of too late to apply that practice. So there is definitely right now the best tool in the toolbox, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because this is not a popular one with hunters, and I get it. The best tool we have in the toolbox right now is to reduce herds in the area where we know it exists, to slow that spread. And frankly, what we're doing, we can't stop it, but what we can try to do is buy time until we get better science, better research for dealing with it. So when you go into these areas and have to do that, you've got a couple of options. One is hopefully hunters jump on board and say, okay, this sucks. I don't want to go and kill all these deer, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I have deer to hunt in the future, and my kids and my grandkids do. Hunters can roll up their sleeves and fill a whole bunch of tags and get the samples. And then the much less palatable option is that you have to bring in professional sharpshooters to take out a certain number. And nobody wants to do that. I can tell you any state that's ever done it wishes they didn't have to do that. So that's where I'm hoping that hunters can step up and be part of the solution here, understanding that just because everyone wants to point to the Wisconsin example where they tried to kill all the deer and it didn't work. And well, part of the issue is they did not understand at that time. And unfortunately for Wisconsin, they were the very early guinea pigs of this thing. And they didn't know the full extent of how far the disease had spread. And therefore, it's likely obviously it didn't work. And a big reason for that not working may have simply just been it was too late. It was already spread too far, and you can't put out these little hot spots that tend to pop up. So it's not fun, and I get it. I'm a deer hunter, love to hunt deer. I've got a CWD management zone just a short drive away from me here. It's close enough to where I do hunt that I'll get my deer tested. And I don't want to do that, and it stinks. But at the same time, it's our responsibility. It's our responsibility. And bad news does not get better with time. And you can either, well said. Yeah, I mean, you can either face up to it and deal with it and own it, like you can with any other problem that you encounter in life, or you can do the opposite, and you can just hope that it goes away. And if you think about anything you've dealt with in your life, that option rarely is effective.